So, as the third point here reads, change in the modern day dynamics. Yes, there it has, the with the advent of globalization, with the advent of technology, and over the period of thousands of years, the era that we live in, is totally a different era, and that if we compare it to the olden times when the kings were existent. Nowadays, since we live in the modern day dynamics, which is quite contrary to the olden times, there aren't any kings present, or at least I don't know if somebody is called a king just because he has that got of a tag of a king. But what this fifth house in this modern day dynamics could represent, it represents the individuals who are not the king, but they are given that kind of a stature in society, they are given that kind of a status in society that was owned by a king in the olden times. So the people who are prime ministers or presidents of countries, or anybody who holds the ministerial rank or a very powerful rank of the very higher level, for example, home ministers of the countries, finance ministers, defense ministers, all these people are seen from the fifth house. So what else? The fifth house people could represent someone who is associated with a political party. Now he could be a member of a political party or a leader of a political party. Then he could be somebody who is a sarpanch in the gram panchayats, that is the legal and the legislative body that operates in the Indian villages till date. Or he could even be representative of a small minority group. He could even be representing a small tribal group, or he might be even representing a group of 10 children. So basically, what I want to say is that these people are the leaders. These people are the ones who lead others. So since even if he is a small individual who is patronizing the cause and 10 people are supporting him, then he is the final person who would come in front of the camera, or who would conduct a campaign. So even if he is a person who is representing a group of 10 individuals, by giving this example, what I really want to lay emphasis on, that these kings, or the fifth house people, they possess the leadership qualities. Now, how big the leaders they are, or how powerful the rank they hold, is absolutely a different topic altogether. But these people have the leadership qualities. They are the people who may have the emotional or the physical backing up of the other individuals, but they are the sole people who are the final talking point. They are the people who would put across their demands in front of the minister. They are the people who would make a note of the grievances or the injustice that is faced by the tribal people, and send the final note to the prime minister or the minister, and they'll be the sole person who will be meeting that prime minister or minister. And while I have stated these 5 things, that is, it could have to do with the political parties, the representative of the minority groups, or any social cause, any person who is leading a group of people, prime ministers, presidents, home ministers, defense ministers, finance ministers. Why have I said this? Why would these professions only be seen from the fifth house and not from any other house? What's the reason behind that? The reason behind that is because, like a king, these people, when it comes to the decision making, these people are the people whose decisions, obviously they hold such a high political rank, or they hold a very high and reveredly social status in society. But when it comes to taking the decisions, their decisions, like the king's decisions, would not affect only their lives, but it would affect the life of the people of the entire nation, who consider them as saviors, who consider them as the most intelligent and prudent people they have in their country. And that's why they have elected you to those posts. That's why they have voted for you. That's why they have vouched for you during that electoral campaigns. and what all other people, what all other professions or people can be seen from the fifth house. It could be the people who may not be associated with politics or the social causes, but these could be the people who are related to the cinema or the entertainment industry. So actors, dancers, or anybody who is associated with the entertainment industry is associated with the fifth house, because these people, like I just gave the examples of Amitabh Bachchan, Brad Pitt, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, these people influence the society when it comes to fashion, when it comes to getting the support of the people, or when it comes to influencing the mindsets of the people, when it comes to influencing the political and the social decisions of the people living in the country. That's why these cinematic figures, these people associated with the entertainment industry are seen from the fifth house, and these people are the blessed ones. Now, does that mean that only actors are seen from the fifth house? No, absolutely not. Does it mean that when I talk of actors, it represents only the actors who own as kingly the stature as Tom Cruise in US or Shah Rukh Khan in India? No, absolutely not. Fifth house could represent people who might be an averagely performing actor. He might be a dancer associated with the film industry. He might be what do I say? He might be just be a makeup artist or a film director who is operating behind the scenes. Or what else? It could represent even singers. Yes, singers are, although not a part of the film industry, at least in India they are. In India, of course, whenever music plays a big part in in the promotional, when you are promoting a film, the music composers are out there with the actors. They are accompanying the actors to the news channels. They are accompanying the actors in any of the marketing campaigns of that film, and it's the music that brings in the TRP. So probably singers are also associated with influencing our decisions, because when they say that this film has this class of songs, they have such melodies that are totally new and haven't been ever heard of. So it gives you a motive to go out to the theater or to buy a CD of that film and watch it. So they are influencing a decision of yours. Or who else is given the kingly stature in society? These are the people who are the owners of the top MNCs of the world, or who are the owner of MNCs, big shot companies. That is, it could represent the fifth house. People could represent the owners of the companies who are big shot business tycoons. It could represent the CEOs, the CXOs, the CMOs, the CFOs of the big shot MNCs, and these are the people, whether it's the owner or it's the CEO, CMOs, CFOs, CXOs, since they are the people whose decisions are the final ones, whose decisions cannot be changed. So it is the business tycoons, it is the CEOs, CXOs, CMOs, CFOs of the companies who are regularly in the news, who are regularly the talk of the town, who are regularly seen in the print media or in these or on the TV news channels. They are in news for some reason for the other. They are in the front of the camera for some reason or the other. And why they are? Because they are at a level where they are controlling the lives of hundreds of individuals, or rather I should say, when you talk of the big MNCs, they have thousands and thousands of individuals operating under a CMO, or even operating under a CEO, or even if we take the example of CMO, then you have hundreds of people working under him. So these are the kind of professions and these are the kind of people that are represented by the fifth house in totality. Wrapping up with the third point, I think it was the third point that we talked of. We move on to the fourth point.